If you guys need anything grinded in my team, whether it's online or offline, be sure to hit up Rose NBA. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. 100% reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. We have seen one of the biggest market crashes of the year happen last night into today. Over the last 24 hours, we have seen the leak and the return of, well, I don't want to say return, but the drop of Kobe being Bryant, the Invincible version and the Hero version. We have seen Giannis Antetokounmpo again, the Hero version and the Invincible version. And we have seen Invincible Penny Hardaway drop into the game, as well as today being the debut of Season 7. Combined with that, last season in the very last week, you guys know, which literally was yesterday, we saw the return of Season 6 Super Packs that did release every single good card that did drop back into the market. And, I mean, honestly, last night was probably the biggest market crash of the year, I feel like. Like, I don't even think it's close. I think genuinely, without a doubt, it was the biggest market crash of the year. And we were seeing cards sell for insanely cheap amounts. You guys can see on the screen here, Zach LaVine selling for 86K. Some cards are still definitely in that recovering process here. But what this video is going to be about is showing you guys kind of the market and seeing what these cards are going for, because the market definitely took a big hit. And I mean a truly big hit here. I mean, you guys can see Kobe selling for 100K, which that's actually not entirely how he sells, which you guys will see in another video today. But yeah, really interesting stuff, man, to say the least. Like, the market definitely took a plummet. I mean, Zion is selling for 100K flat. Like, there's a lot of cards that you wouldn't expect to crash hit rock bottom. I mean, Zion, again, selling for 100K, man, is kind of crazy. So let's go ahead and look here at some of the cards individually and just take a look at some prices going around the market. Now, if you guys are wondering where all my MT went, you guys will obviously see in a little bit, not in this video, but in the next video, we actually did a 2-hour sniping challenge, and it actually went pretty well. You guys will see involving that. So the Fearless Dark Matters that did come out today, they're all actually buy nows. Like, they are all fluctuating in between being certain amounts, but they are all buy nows, completely killing the dark matter filter. So if you're going to do that, you do actually have to filter them out, which kind of sucks, which obviously means you have to buy them and everything, which, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah. So today, I mean, we saw the return, or not the return, but the debut, I guess I should say, of Hero Kobe Bryant. Now, there's no way that that first card is selling for 100K, which you guys can kind of see here. There are some last-minute bids, 200K for Kobe. I did not mean to drop down like that. That kind of sucks. 244 for Kobe Bean. He's definitely been in between 250K to 300K, which is a big, obviously, amount of MT here. We're going to get one more refresh on this one. Hopefully it comes up right away. So 232, and we did unfortunately miss that. So 232, maybe one more bid got put down. Again, getting close to that 250K mark. Still, though, man, 250K for a Kobe being a part of this hero set is pretty interesting, to say the least here. Giannis Antetokounmpo. This card I've been watching, actually. I've been watching both of them. Kobe's been setting around that price for a good amount of time. A lot of them were selling for like 289, somewhere around there. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, 500K, where his hero card is looking like it is settling at, which is pretty interesting. 500K is a lot. I mean, Giannis is still really good, obviously. But this version of Giannis, the hero one, I don't really think is all that different from the out of position Giannis. I don't know. Maybe people think that it's a little bit better because he does play the 4. Me personally, Giannis does belong at the 4 in this game. I think even if a point guard Giannis were to come out, I still don't think he'd be that good at the... I mean, obviously, like, he's going to be good, but me personally this year, I think either the 3 or the 4 truly is the best position for Giannis in this year's game. So, I mean, I think this version is obviously really good, but the even better version that came out was the Invincible one, which we will be talking about in just a second. I do want to see, though, really quick, what this Giannis does sell for, you know? Like I said, he could be consistently selling for around that 500K mark here. So one more refresh, and it is 452. So we could be seeing a steady drop of Giannis's price finally, as one is ending for 422, another one ending for 452. So I do think we're going to start seeing that Giannis price dip a little. I said drip. Start to dip a little bit. Probably closer to that 400K range. I mean, 437, 445. This one right here. Again, this one actually just jumped up to 450. So like I said, I mean, Giannis's price is going to be going, I think is going to be fluctuating anywhere in between 4 to 500K. It'll be interesting to see what he does eventually settle at here. Cards are starting to end though, about a half hour ago. So that's why now I think is a good time to kind of see, you know, what they're going to be settling. And it is looking like Giannis is going to be settling at around 450K. So you have Kobe settling anywhere between 250 to 300, and you have Giannis settling anywhere between 4 to 500K. So that is the ideal window, I guess, that you guys do want to be looking at. I mean, again, for these cards, they are pretty good. Obviously, the two brand new cards, and one's going to end for 444. So like I said, again, if you guys are looking for cheap MT, whether it's on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, or Switch, all you have to do is go to the site NBA2kking.com, and they will gladly hook you up with the cheapest prices on the market. All you have to do is click whatever option you want, go to your coupon code, and type in Bio2k for a 5% discount. They actually walk you guys through exactly how to do this, so be sure to go hit them up now. It's really going to start fluctuating here. And we'll see one more refresh on this one. So, and that's backed up to 468. So, yeah, like I said, Giannis is just going to fluctuate all over the place, especially for today. Looking at the Invincible ones here, Penny Hardaway, he's over $1 million. I mean, Penny came out, obviously still really solid. I think every Invincible that has dropped so far, I mean, definitely Shaq, definitely Scotty. Actually, I wouldn't say Scotty as much. I mean, at first, yeah, Scotty stayed over that $1 million mark. But what I will say is Scottie Pippen's price did take a hit. Now, we're going to check to see if it still is taking that big hit here. Penny looking like he's settling at 1.1 million MT, which he does. We have another one here, has about I almost said a half hour. Yeah, has about 30 seconds left. So we'll see if this price does move. He's actually jumping back up to that $1 million mark, which is going to be interesting. So right now, like if you guys are, you know, this is the time where we're going to start to see guys, you know, pick up these cards that do have the 80 Hall of Fame badges from the collector level. Now is the perfect time where, again, we are going to start to see guys, you know, throw those 80 Hall of Fame badges on Penny, on Kobe, on Giannis. So it'll be interesting to see. Penny's looking like he's consistently selling for around $1 million to 1.1 million. Kobe being the Invincible, this card has been going all over the place. Again, I've been keeping track of this. The first couple ones were selling as much as I think like 2.7 mil, somewhere around there. And now they've been selling anywhere in between, I think, like, honestly, I would say 1.9 to around 2.1. Anywhere in that window has been the consistent mark for the Invincible Kobe. Shaq looking at around, again, still that 1.2, 1.3 range, still the best center in the game, I feel like. He's so good. I mean, he's one of the only cards that can stop Yao. Now, you guys can see Scotty's dropping, man. Scotty definitely is taking a hit. I've seen several Scotties today sell for under 700K. The first one I saw today sold for 577. 577 this morning before the packs even came out. Scottie Pippen definitely taking a hit as far as these cards go. And then there is Giannis, still 2.2K. The first one sold for, I think, like around 4 mil, and that was before the badges. I'm telling you guys right now, we are going to see a couple Giannis's today badged out like crazy with those 80 Hall of Fames, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Giannis. So Giannis still 2 mil plus. If you're looking to pick him up, I would hold off a little bit. But just taking a look around the market a little bit. KD looking like 225. Now, I will say, you know, in the snipe challenge, he's one of the cards I sniped, and he sold for a lot more than this. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Kristaps, he's going for 242 right now, which is actually still pretty good. So Kristaps still maintaining that value, which is definitely nice. A guy like Paul George, man, his value took a hit. He has been selling for anywhere between 120 to 140K, which is a big drop off for PG. So it'll be interesting to see if his actual price does bounce back at all. The only other dark matters that I do want to take a look at is guys like Luka. Luka's still, I mean, he's still good, obviously. He's still, in my opinion, still the best guard on next gen. I mean, yeah, he's still like 600K. We don't even got to worry about Luka. LaMelo Ball, he's been settling at around 2 to 250, I think, today as well. So Luka's price, he is good to go as well. Taking a look at some glitch cards here. Yao Ming still holding insane amounts of value as well, man. 572. Maybe we can get one more refresh on him. I don't think he'll be gone. Now, he ended at 572. 560 for this one. Ben Simmons around 400k still, and this one actually has a lot more, or has 3 more Hall of Fame badges. This one has 6 more Hall of Fame badges, so Ben's still holding that value at around 600k as well, which is pretty interesting to say the least there. There was one other card I wanted to look at, and I completely forgot what card it was. Oh, MJ, there we go. MJ was the only other card I do want to see. I guess we can check out this Giannis as well, but MJ's still holding that value at around $1 million. So if you guys are holding on to MJ and you guys are worried, don't worry. MJ's still around that $1 million mark, and out of position Giannis selling still for around 300k, or actually bumped up to 360k. So Giannis still holding that value. Like I said, hero Giannis and out of position Giannis, I do think are very similar. I think it really comes down to the badges that are on the card. Like, obviously, if you can find one that is badged up a lot, and on top of that, like, if you want to run them at the 2, if you want to run them at the 4, that's really the only difference between the card, in my opinion. So I feel like that's just going to come down to preference. Final thing I want to take a look at with you guys here is diamond contracts, diamond shoes, and all of that. Some things I told you guys to sell before the season came out. Now today, limited did drop, and like I told you guys what was going to happen, and even a locker code today dropped that did contain a diamond contract, and obviously limited contains diamond consumables. Same thing with triple threat, and diamond contracts are now selling for 13,500 MT, when literally a couple days ago they were 23,000. So you literally could have made 10,000 MT profit on these if you guys sold when I did tell you guys to. So hopefully you guys did listen on that. One other thing I want to check is, you guys know the Converse shoes, and they took a hit. So again, if you guys sold these when I said to, man, hey, you guys would have made some big boy profit here. And they took a hit, man. They definitely dropped, going as low as 9,000. They were selling at a minimum of 15k. So, hey, man, the market is looking weird for sure right now. One thing I guess I could say that I recommend that you guys do go ahead and do, I did not mean to put the buyout there. One thing I do recommend that you guys do is definitely take advantage of the market being this low. If you guys are looking to scoop up cards, now is a really good time to do so. So I do recommend you guys picking this up. Like, look at Kareem. Kareem's 220. That is insane. You guys can get a lot of Dark Matters right now too for buy nows that are really solid cards as well. So make sure you guys go shopping. You know, make sure you guys take advantage of how cheap these cards are. Like, Blake is ending for 85k. Like, I'm telling y'all, now is the time, man. Make sure you guys do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to kill that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and yeah, peace.